Honestly, I really didn't like cabbage at all. I mean, like the raw texture of it, whenever you touched it, it just grosses me out. It's kind of like, what appeal does this vegetable have? But then I started with some cabbage soup. I tried making that, and then made coleslaw, and then I made sauerkraut, and eventually I started playing with cabbage more, and cabbage is actually really, really good. Like, you can make so many different dishes with it, and one big head will actually last you quite a while if you're only feeding yourself anyways. So I want to share some of my favorite cabbage recipes with you guys, and hopefully you guys might even convert and like cabbage too. I want you guys to comment down below and let me know what your favorite dish is to make out of cabbage. You know, share some with me because I really like cabbage now. Let's start off with the easiest one, which is cabbage soup. I will leave the link down below to the exact recipe, but you know me, I'm kind of lazy, so I'm going to do it my way. Start off with some stock of your choice, and then just add some onions as well as the vegetables that you wish to put in it. I pretty much just put in any vegetables I have at home that are just chopped up, and I chop them really small so it'll tenderize a lot faster. Now just leave the vegetables inside, stir it around every so often just to let it soften up a little bit. Now add some V8 of your choice. I'm using the one that's already seasoned just because I'm not so experienced with seasoning or using herbs in general. But if you are, then you can always go with the regular V8 and add your own flavorings. While you're at it, add as much cabbage as you'd like as well. I actually had to switch to a bigger pot. I always forget to switch to a big pot at the beginning. I don't know why, I just do. But at this point, you're just going to add your seasonings if you haven't already. And I'm just using some basic salt and pepper, but feel free to add in any other seasonings you normally like. Let the soup simmer down for about 30 minutes or more, and then you're just going to add a squeeze of lemon or lime juice just to add some extra flavor. After that, you're pretty much done. You've just got to finish off with a big scooping of coriander, because coriander makes everything taste so good, and you're pretty much done. Just enjoy your soup. I lied, this cabbage slaw might actually be easier than the soup. All you really need is some cabbage and optional carrots. I would recommend that you slice them as thin as possible just so that the flavors will be able to infuse a lot better. Now, depending on how big your batch is, you're going to want to use a teaspoon or a tablespoon of salt. You can always add more or less depending on your preferences. You're also going to want to add in some ground pepper of your choice, and then just take your hands and massage everything thoroughly. You're going to notice that the mixture will go down in size about halfway as well as tenderize. By that point, you're going to add in some white vinegar of your choice, and then you can keep it in a jar in the fridge or in a nice cool place just to infuse and ferment. Now onto my favorite, cabbage casserole. In a lightly oiled pan, you're going to want to add in some garlic, onions, and tomatoes. Stir it around until the onions and garlic become translucent, and then add in your meat of choice. When the meat is about to be done, you're going to want to add in some tomato juice or sauce. I'm just using enough to slightly submerge the meat. Now, depending on how much rice you like to eat, you're just going to pour some in. I'm using about half a cup, as well as 2 half cups or 1 full cup of water just to balance it out, and then seasonings. When the rice starts to puff up, you know that it's about done, and now you're just going to take a pan and layer everything. So the meat, the cabbage, the meat, the cabbage, you know the drill. Now, depending on how much flavoring you want, you can either add water or broth of your choice, and just add enough so that everything is covered. Now just bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes to an hour depending on how big your batch is. And then right before you're done, just sprinkle on some cheese and then put it in until the cheese is melted, and you're pretty much done. I hope you guys really liked this video. If you did, make sure you give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment down below letting me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!